Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here to give you my review of Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this episode was really boring. I really did not like this episode. They had some good stuff in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. It got really good towards the end, but really, it just really wasn't good. I can't really judge by what I've seen because there was some things I liked, but the bad overrided the good. If that makes sense. So the episode is season 3, episode 10. It's came out on May 23rd, 2010. I know that because I've had to re-record this video like 3,000 times and I've looked so many times, so I just know that. That's why. I mean, people keep interrupting, which is so weird because this is the episode I actually do not want to review, and I've had to redo the video 5 times. It's bullshit. But the episode's called Fly, and you're gonna see why it's called Fly in a second. So the episode starts out. It shows like this fly. You can see it in different camera angles, and you hear someone singing the lullaby, "Hush, little baby, don't you cry." I don't know the actual name of the lullaby, but everyone should know that by just those words. And then it cuts to the theme song. Now, at first, I was like, this is probably going to be something good. We don't necessarily know what this is. Boy, was I wrong. So then we see Walter, and he is going to the meth lab with Jesse, and Jesse sees people, like, you know how you, like, clock in when you go to work. Jesse's like, I wonder why they don't make us do that. Thought that was kind of cool. But then they're cleaning the machines, and Jesse's like, I thought, like, you would clean the machine. I thought when you clean the machines, no, he says, I thought when we moved up to a bigger production, when we clean the machines, they would have people clean the machines for us. It was some, oh man, I'm losing my words. I don't really know why. I got this. All right. He said, so when he's cleaning the machines, he sees the machines are dirty. He thought that when the machines got dirty, they would have people that clean them for them, and he thought that they would have people that would get them, be like the water boys or Gatorade boys. That's what he thought, but he was wrong. And it shows them cleaning the machines. And I'll admit, I did like the camera viewings of this because when Jesse was brushing off the machine, it showed the camera view of that, so I thought that was cool. And then Walter's counting up, like, the production of the meth, and he realizes that they're a quarter pound short. They're a little bit short, and Jesse's coming up with a bunch of reasons why. Like, it's pretty much BS reasons why this would be, but the real reason is, I think, is he probably took it. Because I remember the last episode he was talking about the reasons why this might be. So then, Jesse leaves for the night because it's like the shift's over, and Walter sees a fly, and he tries to kill it with this clipboard. Doesn't work. So then eventually the fly goes up on the the ceiling. So Walter tries to use his shoe to do it, and then he ends up breaking a light. I thought that was actually pretty funny. And then he tries to go up off the He tried on the edge of, like, the stairway where you go in, where they go in, and then he fails. He falls on his head, and then Jesse comes back, and he sees that Walter's done this, and Walter sets up, like, the room with, like, some airways, like, he upgraded the AC. So then Walter tells him there's a contamination. That's why Walter's concerned about this fly too. And Jesse's like, what? Jesse thinks it's something big like Ebola or something. But when Walter tells him it's a fly, Jesse's like, wait, that's it? That's just a fly? Like, Jesse just can't believe this. He thinks Walter's kind of losing it too when he tells him this. And Walter says that this is bad because then our batch won't be as good because it'll be contaminated, it'll be bad. But Jesse says, we're not selling this to people that care. They're meth heads. They don't care what it's like. And Walter cares, and Jesse even says that the government messes up our chocolate bars and hot dogs anyway, so why does it matter? And but they're gonna kill this fly. Walter and Jesse are gonna do that. Walter even made like this handmade fly swatter. I don't know, and that he's gonna use. And Walter tries to like sneak a badge to make, and then Walter hits him in the shoulder with the fly swatter, and Jesse's like, "What are you doing, man?" And Walter's like, "You know, how many times I gotta tell you?" Pretty much they have the same conversation. And then Jesse sees the flies on Walter's head, so Jesse tries to hit it with the fly swatter, but he ends up hitting Walter in the head, and he thought he got him, but he didn't. And then they're gonna go get some air to think of a. Jesse's like, "We're gonna go get some air and think of a plan to kill this fly." So then they go outside, and Jesse takes his keys. At first, I thought they were gonna get locked out or something, but no. Jesse took his keys and locks them out, and says, "If you're not gonna help me, then screw you." So then Jesse's gonna break down the door. Walter continues to try to kill the fly, but the power goes out. And then Jesse brings some supplies to kill this fly, like the normal stuff you would see, like the fly swatter, all that. And he doesn't want to do this because he doesn't want to contaminate the lab even further. And then they have this fly glue that they're going to use to kill this fly, and Walter agrees to use that. They fill it up all over the lab, and Jesse offers Walter some coffee, and he accepts. So as Jesse's making the coffee, he drugs it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He drugged the coffee. So then Walter drinks it, and Jesse talks about the story about how his aunt had cancer, and there was this possum in her house, and the exterminator got it, but she didn't believe that she did because she was going crazy. Then Walter talks about how he didn't want to tell his family about all this stuff until after Holly was born. And he talked about how it was a weird coincidence that he met Jane's father the night she died, because he went to the ball that night. And yeah, that was kind of about it. What else does it say in the plot? What else did he talk about? Yeah, Walter talks about how he's not afraid, that he's not going to leave his family enough money, and if he's going to die, they're going to die through the memories of them. Yeah, he drugs his coffee because he puts some sleeping pills in there. And then Jesse sees that the flies on the ceiling, and he climbs the ladder to he puts a ladder on the table, tries to climb it to kill it, but Walter's like, you're gonna break your neck, and he keeps apologizing for Jane. And then eventually Jesse kills the fly, and then that was about it. They leave, and Walter tells Jesse that if you took the meth, I can't protect you. He's not accusing him, but he says if you did, I can't protect you from what happens. And Jesse says that he knows. And then that was how the episode ended. Well, it ends with Walter looking at the fly, and like a different fly at his house. But that was how the episode ended. Like I said, I didn't really think it was a good episode. I thought it was pretty boring. I don't know. I just didn't care for it. I like this conversations that him and Jesse were having about the family. But other than that, no, that was maybe the stuff too when yeah, there was really nothing I can really think that was really good. Maybe the stuff, just this fly. I don't care about people killing a fly. I understand like why, but I don't really think this needed to be dedicated to a whole episode. Like damn. But that's my thoughts. Pretty boring. Subscribe. You can see more good Breaking Bad reviews from me on this channel. I'm not going to be too harsh because it's only one bad episode, I hope. This is the only one, but that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.